side view of a globe looks like blank. What kind of super telescope would I need to see stars at 120,000 feet? A globe doesn't exist. You could never get a side view. Like if you look at the front of the mountain and it's got a face on it, and I look at the side and I don't see the face, but you do, I see the side view of the mountain, you see the front view. What was on there for perspective for you to see from a side view is like you're a big guy looking at a globe to see how the stuff tilts away from certain things, or the, you know what I mean, the 33-degree tilt. The objects have to tilt from each other around a ball or else you don't have a ball. Yeah, 33 degrees. One of them has to be at that, at least. There's only 1 point, 2 points on a ball. 3 points, 4 points that can actually be 90 degrees. And that would be if you're standing on the top point, the bottom point, the left or the right. You can't see no one eye to eye on a globe. You can't look no one eye to eye on a globe, Captain. They're letting you know we see eye to eye, which doesn't exist on a globe. So 1 mile. So at 1 mile, you should not be able to look at a person's fucking eyeballs straight ahead at them. You should only be able to see nothing of them. Not at all. They should be tilted away. Once you drop and drop and drop, then you got to drop and go backwards into yourself. You see what I'm saying? Any ball you can put your marks on, you're good to go, right? It's to scale. Any ball I can put 12 marks on, I can declare each mark 2,000 miles. Splice, divide, minus, times, no big deal. Every 360-degree ball becomes the 24,901, 3959 you need. And do you even know what a side view object would look like on a ball? At what distance from the observer would the boat be tilting? At the first mile, it's 8 inches. The second mile is more than 8 inches. The third mile is more than 3 or 4 8 inches. The whole mile that exists is going to be a dropping mile. A 69 degree for 1 fucking miles for 1 degree is a flat line or a diagonal line. You have to have an exponential degree of a tilting diagonal object on a ball, or else you do not have one. You can see half the mountain, but you see a face on the mountain and you see the eyeballs of the mountain. That means that you are not on a globe. That's impossible. The turning degree of radius has to match, the tilt has to match the drop. That's how physics work. What about when you go up and, okay, say you're in Hawaii, you go up on the globe, I'm in Texas, but we look down and we're both in the center. We take a look, we're all in the center of the globe. How does that mathematically even make sense? You're a little ant looking off that ball in an airplane, looking down and forward diagonally through the bottom of your plane or looking forward, you should see stars, the pool table. Therefore, you can never see the fucking stars. You have to see the stars at a 33-degree tilt diagonally down forward. You should see space and stars past the curve of this planet. So look forward, straight forward at a 0 point tilt, then tilt your eyeballs down diagonal at 33 degrees. For you to ever have a curve at 6 foot ahead of you where you can meet it and say, look, there's the curve, I'm getting closer to it, now I'm passing it up. You never can get close to it, and you can never pass it up. If you put me on as a dot on the cue ball and mark it blue, then mark the other guy red and the other guy green and keep moving the green and red dots. You understand? You understand? No one's done this ball perspective, ever. Yeah, all footage I've looked at, whether you go up from Mexico, China, America, Brazil, when you go up, you're a little dot, and the whole world is China. The whole world is the little city you just popped up from, or the state. The whole world is Mexico. The whole image, like, then blackness. So it's Mexico, then blackness. That's the whole globe, Mexico. So the globe is only as big as the portion of Mexico's bottom. So what else exists on this globe other than Mexico on one whole side? Mexico must be pretty big. That's a big Mexico. That's a big ass Mexico. I'll give you the footage if you don't believe me. I'll match you lab for lab. What are we looking for in a lab? So what lab did you have going on that how can you have a lab that worked more than reality outside? You don't separate the air from the air you need to have to do the demonstration. You don't separate the light, which is the sun source, to demonstrate the sun. You would use the sun. You go outside and say, there's the fucking sun. It's going to do what the sun does. Show me the ass of the rocket, which is a fucking white nothing, or clouds, which are white nothing. Multiple videos on YouTube. Flying dicks from the 600s. With the actual distance of the actual thing, and the actual brightness of the actual medium that you actually live in. How can you in a lab demonstrate a globe?
Is it in a lab or a bucket?